Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Monday morning live stream of Azra. I'm trying to sound as enthusiastic as possible because A, it's Monday, and that's never good, and B, I absolutely am shattered. I got up for WrestleMania Night 2, which I told you I was going to, but I think I slept through most of it. I think eventually your body clock just cries out, enough's enough. And I remember the first match, I remember bits of different matches, and I remember the full main event of the last match. It did finish earlier than I thought it was going to, about half an hour early, so thank God I did get a bit more sleep than I was anticipating. But, wow. Can't do it like I used to, guys. That is for sure. But what we are going to do today, and I've made a decision, we're going to go over the field. I think it's going to be getting lighter rapidly this morning, so I think we've got more than enough light to give it a go. You live and die by your own sword, guys, so let's work with it. Okay, so a weather report today. After me belly aching, about self-inflicted tiredness. 3 degrees, and it is pretty fresh. No doubt about that this morning. But yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Normal attire, tracksuit bottoms, t-shirt, bloody gilet, and my cap. We'll be alright. So what's everybody else up to today? Well, is it a normal work day, leisure day, school day, nothing day? What you got planned? For me, working today. James has got football training tonight, so I usually get a little bit of peace and quiet on a Monday, because Julie's usually over there as well. But I genuinely think I'm going to get an early night tonight, and I certainly won't be getting up for Raw. I can watch it in the morning. Anything that's good, I'll hear about anyway. But yeah, I'll watch it in the morning. Now, as I said at the beginning of this little phase, no more early, sort of late nights, really, or concert late nights, like when we had the Grand Prix. You sort of got a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday as well. It's a bit like what I've done now. So, no more of that. Towards the end of the season, all being well. Thank you for the like. So I think the camera is actually enhancing the picture a bit better than it actually is at the minute, if I'm honest with you guys. But it's alright, it's enough. When Azra's got a torch and she actually walks in front, we've got a car coming the other way, so that don't help. Right, come on. Azra, come on. So this will be the first time during the week I think we've done this stroll, and it is a bit touch and go really, but we'll see how we go. When I looked out the front door and I saw it was already beginning to get light. That is the first time. Even on Friday, it was getting light about 20-25 past, so we're 10 minutes or so ahead of that. So on that basis, it should be getting light pretty rapidly. Quick update on my leg I was moaning about yesterday. It's not really my leg, it's my Achilles. It's okay, it is still aching. It's very stiff when you've been sitting down for a while. But once you sort of get moving, it sort of frees up quite nicely. So, from that point of view, it seems alright at the moment, but it still aches. It'd be better if I actually knew what I'd done, guys, to be honest with you. Anyway, you want to hear about me moaning. So the weekend, anyone get up to anything exciting over the weekend? Go on, Azra. I think I told you sort of really what our weekend consisted of. James had a football match on Saturday. It was an early kick-off, so I didn't have to do my chores with Mum on Saturday. So on Saturday I had a line. I didn't have a line at all. I still got up at the same time. I just did other bits and pieces at home. So yeah, we left the football match. They won 3-0, which was good. They're on top of the league at the minute, but it's very much not in their hands at the minute as to what happens next, unfortunately, with other teams with games in hand. So wait and see on that. Hopefully they all start taking points off each other, and that'll be a best case scenario. Mum came round for a barbecue Saturday. James went fishing as well. That was about it Saturday. Sort of didn't get much more lively or Larry than that. Oh. And then come on. Sunday we went to the don't worry about them. Went to the cafe. We actually played golf yesterday. James and Lou played, and Julia spectated and was the official timekeeper and scorekeeper. But my goodness, the pace of play over there yesterday, I think it's one of the worst. I think if I'd have been with my brother, who is very good at golf, I think he'd have gone absolutely bat bleep crazy yesterday. Literally, if you don't get held up round there, you can do it in about an hour to an hour and 20. It took us 2 hours yesterday. It was just, and at least people were calling, but practically every hole you were ducking because you were hearing 4 right, 4 left. I mean, neither James or I played very well yesterday, but we never sprayed it 2 fairways to the left or the right off the tee. It was just horrendous yesterday. It really was. But anyway, we drew. So out of the 2 matches we've had so far, James is 1 up, and then we drew yesterday, and I was 1 up until the last hole yesterday, and then I hit a really bad tee shot, which just caused me all sorts of ag, unfortunately. Anyway, and then Julie's dad came to ours briefly yesterday. Said hello to him when we got home. He was there for about an hour. And then I sat down and watched the Merseyside derby, which it wasn't a bad game, but just yet again, it's just very stressful watching Liverpool at the minute. It really is. What have we got here whilst I'm in the alley? Hi to little Ralphie. Bubble, cute dog, where are you from? She is a cute dog. She is, for the most part, a very good dog. Where are we from? Well, we're from the UK. Primarily, about 10 miles south of Cambridge. So if you looked on a map, you've got London, and we're about 35 to 40 miles north of London, but just south of Cambridge. So gives you an idea roughly where we are, our sleepy little village. Not a lot goes on. We're very, very lucky. And I don't know how this light is. It looks pretty good on my phone actually. So I'm actually quite relieved. And bear in mind, Azra is not playing ball issues. You can now see obviously her light. Come on, Azra. You're going to the loo. No, you're not going to the loo. Come on then, let's go. No, you are going to the loo. Just need to make sure of your positioning, yeah? Bear with, guys. Got our bag at the ready. Right, onwards. Yeah, no, the light is better than I thought it was going to be. Actually, I mean, it is rapidly getting light now. But it's still lighter on the phone than it is in real life. So, thank goodness the decision taken wasn't the wrong one. We are in the middle of the field at the minute. Once we get into the wooded area, when we lose a little bit of the natural light, maybe be a bit darker, I'm sure we'll cope. And I think if we get a dull morning, guys, I think we'll still have issues with this one. But I did say 2 weeks ago, 2 to 4 weeks, we'll have enough light to walk over the field. Well, this is week 2, or the second Monday. If you like, moving into week 3. And we've got enough light, so definitely by the bank holiday weekend, we will have enough light to be out in the mornings without the torches. It's still not there yet. As you can see, Azra's light is clearly, lighting up where she is. But we're getting there. My cap light, for what it's worth, guys, is actually dying as well, quite badly. I was supposed to charge it last night. Just yet, something else I forgot to do before I went to bed, to be honest. Now, directly in front is where the sun rises. You can see it, but we're still way too early. Another month, a few months maybe. The sun will be coming. I reckon before that, actually, the sun will definitely be coming up from that direction. Wait and see. This shows for all you flat earthers: the globe is a globe and not a flat. Otherwise, how would that happen? That's a whole new debate we've started, isn't it? Can't tell you how chilly it is though, guys. Even after walking, we must be coming up a mile now, surely. Not quite. Feels like it. And this is a problem with this walk. It's far more beautiful, but I have to extend it to make sure we actually do our mileage. Which obviously is also important to me, as well as having a lovely stroll. with you guys as well. Go on, come on, good girl. I had intended to walk past the new post box this morning, so I apologise to little Ralphie because they were the ones speaking to me about it. There's a new, if you recall, I've been saying that I was a bit concerned for the people because that had been there since basically the first week of the new year, and 4.5 months in, only now has it changed to a new sort of knitted thing on top of the letterbox, and it's a blue starfish, so I'm being told, and I hope I'm going to get this right. It's for Alzheimer's, I think is what Julie told me. I'm really sorry if I've got that wrong. If you are watching Little Ralphie, correct me on that. I think I'm right. And we will. You can see how dark it is in here, guys. And this is what I was a bit concerned about. It will get lighter again once we get the other side. But come on, Azra. Dementia. There we go. I knew I was going to get it wrong. Even when Julie told me last night, I still thought to myself, I'm going to forget. So, yeah, I will maybe do that walk at least one day this week so we can have a look at it for sure. But I was getting a bar as to where we were with this walk, as we had a nice clear morning, lovely birds singing all around us. Beautiful, beautiful morning. And that's where we'll get more views of the sunrise, and hopefully later on in the stroll. But I think we're going to be a bit too early, to be honest with you. I haven't looked exactly what time we get the sunrise. We'll just go through under the underpath. Then hopefully that'll be the last of the struggles with the light. If you were with me yesterday, guys, you know over here we had to get into a bit of a foot race with some other fellow dog walkers, so I just didn't need the confrontation. I did a lot of work yesterday with the channel, the shorts and the old Ray-Ban Metas. Did quite a lot of shorts which have got all uploaded. Enough content on the channel now again for the next week. Still some of the tidy up vlogs from Mallorca to come out as well. So there's loads still out and about on the channel. We had a really, really good week last week for subscribers. I mean, quite frankly, it just took off over the weekend, if I'm honest with you. I reckon, and I'd have to try and work it back, but I reckon we had at least 10 to 15 over the weekend. And that is fantastic for our little channel. And that's with everything. So I reckon last week in the end, it was about 20 to 25 new subscribers. And we are only about 20 or so away now from getting to that magic 1,000 mark. And I will stick to my promise. I will mention the 1,000 when we get there. And then I will not mention about subscribers other than the normal like and subscribe. That is it. Because the little milestones I've had along the way to this point have been amazing. Never thought we'd even get to this number, to be honest with you. Predominantly, this is what the channel is. The live strolls with Azra. We do quite a lot of sort of shorts and lives and stuff like that. And then obviously we've got the other vlogs that we do as well, as and when obviously we go out and do stuff. I think the cruise series last year was probably the best received, and certainly for volume, than we did Euro Disney last year, which I was really worried about copyright. So I sort of was a little bit more careful what video if I was to go back there or any theme park. I think having seen so many of other people's now, I really don't think they're that worried, to be honest with you. It's free advertising for them. So yeah, we've got theme park holidays later on this year and next year as well. So expect them to be a bit more adventurous as well, I think. We've got another little summer holiday travel vlog. Whether it's going to be one vlog or a series, I don't know at the minute. It just depends on quite how much we do. So in my mind, obviously there's a number of walks that look pretty good. Obviously we want to go out and about a few different places. It's just whether, as I said, there's enough to fill each day, or whether it just becomes like a sort of big vlog. I don't know. Anyway, worry about that nearer the time. So again, this is the walk we will be doing every morning now, and barring maybe one more of the other stroll this week, but for the reasons I explained a little bit earlier. It is just so nice, and I said this to you last week, being able to do this during the week. I think this is so relaxing, just over the fields, and it helps to cleanse your mind ready for the day ahead or the week ahead, whatever, because it's just very unstressful. Go on, Azra. The only bit of stress we're going to get in a minute is crossing the A10, but I'm sure you'll agree at 5:30 in the morning, I think it's very unlikely that we'll get held up for very long. There is something coming, because I can hear it in the distance. It feels like it's quite a while away still. Go on, Azra, lead on. Right, Azra, wait. Well, I can hear it coming a lot closer now. So we'll just wait back, guys. Because I say, it's just literally coming around a bend, which is very, very close. Here it comes. Alright, so that way to London, that way to Cambridge, and we have got another car coming, so we're going to get a move on. Go on, lead on. Coming down to Azra's favourite spot, the high jump. She'll make this a real effort. Ugh. I go over with my left foot first, let that take all the weight, rather than my right, which is the achy Achilles. Sun will be rising from over there. Again, we're just too early at the minute, but it's looking like a beautiful sunrise. Come on, Azra. And now it's just a long stroll back down towards the main road. Annoying we missed that train. That was one of the fast trains as well, I can hear it is. Cambridge to King's Cross line. Although obviously other trains do whistle through there, but that's the main line, Cambridge to King's Cross. But then I think other trains sort of connect at Cambridge, like from Peterborough and further north. And I do know the old Gatwick Express, I think it's called that, rumbles through there because we've used it, and that goes all the way to Brighton. I don't know where it starts, I can't remember if I'm honest with you guys, but it definitely goes all the way to Brighton. So obviously you go into King's Cross on a different platform, because obviously if you go in on the normal platform, that's where the train ends, at Cambridge. What an amazing service. I think we came back from Malta one year and we got the train at the train station. An hour and a half later, was being picked up in Royston. So you sort of get your suitcases on the racks, sit down, and it's actually quite relaxing. It just sort of gives you that, as long as you don't get problems with the trains, which I get is more and more an issue, it was actually quite relaxing. What isn't relaxing, guys, is just how nippy it is, even now, after being out. What we've been going now? Half hour yet? Yeah, coming up half hour. As soon as you stop, oh, blimey, bit fresh, bit fresh. Did my lunch for today last night. Also did the dishwasher before we came out, so when I get home, he's literally just chill out now. I'm afraid, guys, I may have a snooze after I've had my breakfast, because I'm more awake now than I was when I came out. I'll give you that. But my alarm, just in case I do snooze, I've got a feeling it might happen. I honestly do. This morning, I definitely think it's going to happen at lunch. I'm not sure whether I'll go for my second walk I normally do today. I'll see how I feel. Might do what I need to keep me going. I'll take my spare t-shirt just in case. But it's going to be a lovely day. That is for sure. What I'm going to try and do is, I don't think it'll be enough, but we'll give it a go. A little bit of experimentation this morning. What we're going to do is, the field where James used to play football, I'm going to walk around the perimeter of that, and then I can roughly work out whether we're going to still do our 2 miles by the time we get to the top of the road. So I was going to go for the science park, but I'm not sure I can even be bothered doing that this morning. I definitely know that would do it. If we don't quite do it this morning, it's not really the end of the world, guys. There's loads of bunnies for Azra being antagonised by. Up there in the distance, there they go. And we've got an amazing view. We're looking directly into the sun now. But again, it's still way below the horizon. But it just looks spectacular on the old phone. I generally thought there was going to be a frost this morning and a bit of ice on the cars. And that may still come because it may be getting colder, but I don't think it will now. There definitely wasn't when I came out because I checked. And if you were listening yesterday, by the way, I was talking to you about coming home from James's football match and how we never got a puncture from a pothole that was like a moon crater. I'll never know. And touch wood, as of last night, it was still up. Or yesterday, I'll say lunchtime yesterday. So 24 hours after the event, it was still up. Now I'm fairly confident if that was going to go down, the noise it made, it would either have been an instant or it would have been down by now, which is similar to what happened before when I hit a pothole earlier on this year down to one of the lanes I need to use to get to work. It took about 24 hours for it to go down. But I must say, I was more worried about this one than I was worried about the one I hit when the tyre did go down, because it was horrendous, the noise. Anyway, we're all right at the moment. What are we on? 1.5. I'm not sure whether this is going to be enough, but I'm not worried today, guys. As long as we're getting our exercise in. Who's to not know that I might take her out tonight when they're at football training? I don't think I will. I think that's just wishful thinking. I'm sure she would love it, but I think I just need to rest my weary body after the weekend of getting up at stupid o'clock every day, every morning, sorry. I'm hoping that's a bit better reference. I've just seen a message come through about noisy strings, my hoodie strings. I'm hoping that's a lot better. I've only just seen it, so I'm sorry I've only just seen it, and I apologise. Hopefully it hasn't been too annoying. After a funny old day, and I was just about to say that to you, with the viewing numbers. I don't know where everyone else gets depressed on a Monday, but it's always a quiet day. It sort of builds up as the week goes, but I will still continue doing them. I've often thought to myself, maybe sort of have a Tuesday and a Thursday off or something, but you just never know. That one day you don't do it is the day you know, more people be on, we get some subscribers. There will come a time where maybe I'll start thinking about just having a couple of mornings to ourselves. But we'll leave it for now. Especially with it now rapidly getting lighter in the mornings. But I think that would probably be what I would probably do. Is maybe have a Tuesday and a Thursday off in the future. I don't know. It's very difficult gauging, really, what the best thing to do is. But what I do know is we're going to go straight on rather than to our left. So I'm ready to get home this morning. Even Azra's looking to there saying, why are we going that way? What did you do extra, Azra? You know, into the extra field, didn't we? Azra, shall we take your light off? Save the battery. Come on, come here. Good girl. Good girl. I'm assuming that's a yes to the noise is better. I can never keep up with the chat as well as talking to you guys, so I assume that's what that is for. So we've just basically connected up, guys, with sort of where we normally are coming from when we've done the residential stroll in the morning. So, and it's basically like that, isn't it? There's absolutely no need for any lights now. So as I say, once another week or so, we won't even be coming out with the lights, and that is great. So that will make it end of April, roughly the May bank holiday weekend. No lights, and that'll be sort of 5 months that we'll have until the clocks change again, sort of end of October. Natural light strolls. And I'm pleased in a way, sort of over these last few months, we've sort of been gauging it together. Because when you don't do this sort of thing, it doesn't really matter, does it, when it gets light in the morning, really? It does make a big difference when you're doing something like this, which people enjoy. I mean, let's face it, that's where a lot of the subscriptions have come from, the night strolls. Yes, of course, I've got many on the travel vlog series we did on P&O's Britannia last year, and obviously the other travel series as well. But primarily, it comes from these and the shorts of these that we get the subscribers. So, yeah. It's important. It is important to know what the limits are. I think, anyway. I'm bambling on, but that's my opinion. It's important to know when we don't have to be using artificial lights. We're probably in the end going to come in, guys, about 0.1 of a mile less than if we did the residential this morning. And I know if I go around the science park, it's exactly the same, so it's not a major problem. We're probably will do the residential one tomorrow, at least tomorrow. Just going to want to follow up on little Ralphie's point about the new knitted post box topper. I'm going to have a look at that because I always enjoy showing you those guys. But for now, I think we're going to wrap this up today. So Azra, are you going to say goodbye to your fans? Azra? Azra? Thank you. Right guys, enjoy your Monday. We will resume tomorrow. Same time, between 5 and 10 past. See you all then.